So this famous subunit of this famous boy band decided to start their own company. Subscribe to my channel to see more stuff and new updates as well. After 17 years under SM Entertainment, Super Junior's iconic duo Donghae and Eunhyuk, aka D&E, took the leap to start their own independent agency ODE Entertainment in September 2023. This transition marked a monumental chapter in their careers. In July 2023, SM Entertainment announced that while Super Junior renewed their group contracts, members Donghae, Eunhyuk, and Kyohyung chose not to renew their individual contracts, having debuted as a subunit in 2011. Donghae and Eunhyuk had established an incredibly tight professional bond. Instead of signing with another major agency, they decided to bet on themselves. On September 1st, 2023, they officially established ODE Entertainment as co-CEOs. Taking charge of their own company allowed them absolute creative freedom, but it also meant taking on executive responsibilities. Alongside the duo, their longtime manager, Won Young-sung, left SM Entertainment to join ODE Entertainment as a key executive. For the first time, they were in charge of scheduling, concepts, budgeting, and production. They even shared that they participated from A to Z, such as their fifth EP, 606. While initially established to manage the duo and individual activities, they expressed plans to eventually scout and recruit new talents once the business structure was completely solidified. One of the most admirable parts of their transition is how they managed their relationship with SM. The duo pioneered a two-track contract system. D&E and solo activities managed independently under ODE Entertainment. Super Junior group activities still fully integrated with SM. This allowed them to seamlessly participate in Super Junior's massive Super Show World Tours and group albums while executing their own vision as a subunit. Since launching ODE Entertainment, Super Junior D&E has taken their careers into overdrive. They have moved systematically through massive tours, major duo comebacks, and highly anticipated solo releases. Right as they were transitioning out of SM Entertainment, they embarked on the 2023 D&E World Tour FanCon Delight Party. Directed by Eunhyuk himself, this FanCon tour was highly interactive and acted as a transitional bridge. It allowed them to perform beloved subunit classics like Oppa Oppa, Danger, and Zero, the title track of their first Korean studio album, Countdown, directly for global fans in cities across Asia. Once settled at ODE Entertainment, they quickly set to work on their first independent releases, named the Comeback 606, named after the imaginary time of 606, symbolizing a new infinite start. Their fifth mini-album, 606, was their first major statement of creative independence fronted by the energetic track GGB and the acoustic-driven Rose. The album showed that they hadn't lost an ounce of their signature pop dance charm, going global with Departure. To support their music, they kicked off the Super Junior D&E Live Tour 2024 Departure. This Japanese live tour coincided with the release of the Japanese EP You and Me, released July of 2024. The tour and album captured a bright summer-infused energy, strengthening their relationship with international fans and showing that ODE Entertainment was capable of managing massive overseas logistics seamlessly. The Inevitable and the Eclipse World Tour, late 2024 to 2025. The momentum only built from there. In September 2024, they released their sixth Korean EP, Inevitable, led by the powerful and rebellious title track, Go High. It showcased a mature, sharper edge. To support the album, they launched the 2024 to 2025 Super Junior D&E World Tour Eclipse. Drawing from the astronomical the phenomenon, the tour represented the meeting of the sun, Donghae, and the moon, Eunhyuk, coming together to form a stunning cinematic alignment on stage. The tour kicked off in Seoul and traveled across Asia, including major stops in Kuala Lumpur, Macau, Taipei, and Hong Kong, drawing massive crowds well into early 2025. One of the greatest benefits of founding ODE Entertainment was the freedom to pursue the solo projects they had put off for years. Eunhyuk's solo debuts, Explorer and Timescape, early 2025. 20 years after his debut with Super Junior, Eunhyuk finally launched his official solo career. In early 2025, he struck with back-to-back releases. Explorer EP January 2025, his official solo debut EP. It featured the energetic hip-hop track Up and Down as his lead single and even included You and I, a collaboration with fellow member of the group Kyo-hyung. Timescape EP February last year. Just a few weeks later, he released a second EP, this time in Japanese, titled Timescape. Spearheaded by the title track Like This, it leaned into deep emotional and soulful grooves. Donghae's first album, Alive, of this year, April. Not to be outdone, Donghae made a spectacular solo return with his highly anticipated first full-length album, Alive. Released under ODE Entertainment, the 13-track album featured a genre-blending list of songs, including the massive track Good Day, featuring rapper Jay Park and the Alive tour of this year. To celebrate his masterpiece, he launched the 2026 Donghae's first solo concert tour Alive, kicking off with high-production shows in Seoul that proved his power as a singular standalone artist. The inevitable synergy. What started as a risky move to leave their comfort zone in 2023 has turned into a masterclass in artists, self-managed through ODE Entertainment. Donghae and Eunhyuk proved that an independent path doesn't mean slowing down. It means having the freedom to create exactly who and what they want whenever they want.